Welcome everyone to another stream from Twisted Dice. As you know, I'm Darren. Today I'm going to take you through a bit of a hobby update on what I've been up to. I've got a cool little thing that I've installed, and I think this is going to be game changing for myself speeding up in regards to painting. And pretty much all it is, if I can change this, I've basically set the hairdryer up on an arm. Now, I know that Ace hates the hairdryer and he just doesn't get it, but hopefully you guys and girls do, because for me the hairdryer is absolutely game changing. And I don't know what is going on with the music today, but it's absolutely killing me. Let me know who we've got in the room. I'm just waiting for this all to kick in. So, hobby update on what we've been up to. Over the last couple of weeks, or the last 2 weeks, I've been starting on my Death Guard army. Pretty much, my little brother has a Death Guard army that's probably I painted up about 10, maybe 12 years ago, and it's in desperate need of resurrecting and updating up to the newer models. Now, unfortunately, I don't have any of the models here. He actually has them himself, so I've been slowly but surely getting through and updating the models. So this is something that I've done about 2 years ago, and this is at one of these I've done this at one of these painting classes, and I'm gonna be honest, kind of not, it's all right, but we need to work upon it and make it better. So you can see with the oils, where they've come underneath, they've just kind of really gone a bit too far. Yeah, I could have probably gone in there and cleaned that up. But what I want to do is I want to improve that. So that one was using... Hey, Will. So this one is one I've done using flat earth and then using flat white, and then just using oils and decals. So this is one that I've done. Well, I've done two. So hopefully these are coming through on camera. Let's just change that a little bit so you can kind of get where we're going at. So here you've kind of got all the so all the weathering, everything's already done on this one. So the decals are already done. Now, since doing that one, I can't remember my recipe I've done using the greens, and that kind of sucks really, because the green I really did like, though I think I'm gonna have to play around, because I'm looking back in that and thinking, actually, do you know what, I kind of do like that, and I think that's probably a bit too, I don't know, probably too much in your face. So what we got, so these two that I've got here, let's put them both on the same side. One of them I use as a boat as a base, using the Wraith Bone, and then all I've done is just then Zenith highlighted up to the white, so you can just about, hopefully you should be able to see just the difference in between the tones, from the bone to the white. Then we've got, from this one, we've gone with a dark brown, and then I brought it up to the white on here. So between the two, it'd be interesting to see what you guys think, because I know I've got my favourite. If I pull that in a bit closer. Now forget that on this one here, as I've been painting, kind of got my big old thumb, it's like, got it on there and pulled the paint off. But at the end of the day, it's only paint, and paint you can correct, right? Oh, and the camera's gone off. Of course you have. Right, let me just do this quickly. Right. Technology and me don't quite work. Anyway, so what we got. So on the top, I'm going to be going with the... Now, on the previous one, I've gone with the whole door being green. And I think it's more the fact that when I was doing it, I kind of had it in my head that I wanted a lot more green on there. But since doing it, I kind of thought, actually, do you know what? Let's break that down a little bit more. And let's go with let's just go with a strip, because then once you put the decal into the centre, hopefully that should make the decal stand out a lot more. So we're kind of at the stage now where I really need to start thinking about putting the decals on the models before I start doing the weathering effect. Different people have different ideas and different suggestions, but for me, that's where I want to go. I want to start thinking about glossing that down, start putting the decals onto it, and then see where we go on there. Now, I was meant to have done that last night, and I kind of got sidetracked, so that didn't happen. So that was the plan. So I'll give you a quick update on where we're at with this fella. Let me know what you think. But hey, who have we got in the chat at the moment? Because I can't see. All I can see is Will in there at the moment. That's the only person. So if you're in there and you're not shy, drop us a message. Say hi. Come on, join the conversation. Takes 2 seconds. You just go enter, send, and a conversation will start. So this is little fella. So by the way, I've got a painting video coming up tomorrow just on that axe and how I done the rusting effects. Now with this one, I really love. Mate, what do you mean it's only Will? It's cool. Michael, how you doing, my friend? Thank you for joining this conversation. So with this one, as you can see, I've done with the axe, but I don't know if you can catch that on camera, but I've kind of got a slight, so it's not smooth, it's kind of got like that rust type feel, that effect, and that's where I've gone with it. If I get that up a little bit further. I think that's going to absolutely hopefully stand out on the actual battlefield. No, well, listen, Michael, thank you very much for joining us, my friend. Much appreciated. And don't feel like that at all. And okay, it's now all starting to come through. Mr. Ayres, Phil Ayres, thank you very much. Or should we say Pip? Pippy boy. Mike Gazelle, thank you very much. Sorry, I've got like two different chats going on here. I've got the one that's coming up now, and then it's coming up on the other side as well. So, yeah, we're getting there. So that's where we're at with him. Now, when painting him up, I did drop him. So this whole top part here broke off, and I've had to repin it in. I did also paint this the other day, and then after doing that, I'm thinking, actually, do you know what? I don't actually like it. See if I've got any pictures I can show you, because it was interesting. It wasn't quite. I went too much with the weathering. Do I have anything? Yeah, there you go. I don't know if you can quite see that. So that's the first one I've done. And so we can compare the two off now. And then with the first one, what I've done, I made too many mistakes. So I wouldn't say mistakes, but I put too much rust in around here, and it just didn't look great at all. And again, there, I just weren't happy with the way all the brown's working on there. And having it off as a smaller model, when it's actually down, as in that part, it just didn't look right. There was just too much going on, and you couldn't really see what else was going on. So I kind of went in with some, not white spirits, but alcohol fluid, stripped the axe off without taking it off the model. So cleaned it up, reprimed it, and then restart again. Because at the end of the day, it's only paint, and paint you can correct easy enough. But I don't know, I thought I was quite chuffed the way that's come out. And then the rest of him, the cape, I was kind of going to be going with. Originally went with that garish pinky purple, and then against the rest of the stuff, it's kind of like, yeah, I didn't really like that. Ian, I'm sorry to hear that, mate. I hope you feel better. Me, Michael, I've been painting on and off for about 8 years. Stopped for about, I don't know, 4. And then, no, I can't, no, it's got to be longer than that. I'm lying to you. Yeah, it's about 8 years, give or take. I'm just trying to think how old my little one is and when I got back into it. 6 years. Yeah, I'd probably say about 6 years I got back into it. But that's where I am. That's where I am with him. So with the base, I don't know if you can see that with the base. Today I've got an order for resin to turn up. So I've got some clear resin cup turning up with the UV light. So what I'm going to try and do is fill that in. And then just get that UV light in there and just then proper seal it off. But to give it that watery look. And again, all that is just a bit of stone. A Coke can cut up. That's for the lip there. Hey Underdog, how you doing my friend? And then little studs. And that's it. I think it's coming alright. But I've still got. We're nearly there with the rest. We're getting there slowly. So I did have 2 of these fillers, but one of these, the actual bit broke off. One of the cape bits broke off. The only problem with the Death Guard are they're just so damn fragile and they break so easy. Yeah, but Phil, you're coming on. Pip, you're coming on miles though, mate. So one thing I would say about painting, if you are starting up from you, it's easy to fall into a trap of making a mistake and then just not really learning from it. Or a lot of people I know that when they start painting, they make a mistake. So for instance, my daughter is a good prime example. She will paint a model or she'll do something and then she'll accidentally get the paintbrush and it will go somewhere where she don't want it to go, or the colour's not right, and then she'll get a hissy fit. She'll chuck the model down on the floor and she'll just walk off. And it's the same when she's drawing. She'll do exactly the same thing. She'll get all wound up over something silly, chuck it away, and then that'll be it. Alistair, thank you for joining us, my friend. And I have to say to her, I have to remind her, look, at the end of the day, it's only paint. Paint can be corrected, so look, don't worry. And if you are looking at painting, sometimes it's really good to take things as for examples. So for instance, weathering effects, stuff like that. Start looking at the real world stuff. If you're going to start thinking about flesh, and sometimes you can also look at other people's work and get disheartened and put off. Don't, just be happy with what you're doing. Everything comes in time and you get used to it. That's what we got. That's good, man. It's good to get back into the hobby again, because for myself it was like years and years and years ago. Started painting up with my little brother, and we kind of got into it. Then I kind of found drink, clubbing, and girls, and then the hobby just completely died for me altogether. But then when I moved to when I got my wife and moved up to Leighton Buzzard, it was kind of like I had to leave the old life behind and kind of do something different. Then being in a new area, not knowing anyone, it was kind of like, right, okay, what do I do? Stumbled into a Games Workshop by mistake, and then all of a sudden it was like the Horus Heresy books, and it was the Flight of Isfan. Brought that audio book, and I just thought I ain't gonna get back into the hobby. Like all the models that look cool and shiny, and I looked at the Khorne Berserkers, and they were there, and I remember them back in the days. I was like, yeah, this is really cool. Picked the audio book up, and on the way home listening to it, it was just like that, bam, back into it. Yeah, and then since then it was just really, really got back into it and loved it. But the thing is, everything that I used to know in painting, I just kind of forgot, and it kind of sucks a little bit. Right, so what we're going to do today, what am I going to take you through? Oh, show you a cool little toy as well. Now I've had this for ages. Green Stuff will do these awesome little leaf punches. You can buy these little leaves from like any hobby shops or eBay, Amazon, stuff like that. But this little thing is friggin' awesome. So where I've got on the base, you can probably see the little. You probably just make out the little leaves just on the base itself. So I've got this. Stu, welcome my friend. So with this, all you do, ideally you want the leaves to dry out. So it's kind of like that, and then all you do is just whack that in. It's so cool. So cool. And then all of a sudden, you got yourself some really little cool autumn leaves, and it just goes so well on the bases. And that will be my clear resin. Perfect timing, Alexa.
Someone is at the front door.
Thank you. Yeah, and this is just like even on new stuff. The only thing I've not really tried it with new leaves, and I don't know how well they're going to last on the actual base itself. But if you look upon that one, you kind of got some like really cool scenic stuff, and that's friggin' awesome. Right, bear me 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Yes, it's Christmas. This is friggin' awesome. So it's now gone from a painting video to an unboxing guide. Welcome to Twisted Dice. Today we're going to open up some packages live on camera. Awesome. So let's see what we've been spending our hard-earned cash on. And there's going to be some really cool stuff in there. So, yes. Yes. So, this is going to be a good one. So, in here, I've got the new Death Guard furnace. And I was kind of looking at it the other day. And as I was building it, I was thinking, God, how can I make this furnace look even cooler and even better? And then you kind of got like that open bit. Let me get it. It's awesome. So when I was building it, hey folks, thank you for joining us. Really do appreciate it. So yeah, so as I was building this little furnace, I was kind of getting excited, and I was thinking, God, how can I make this look? Because it looked really damn cool. I was getting bored of painting Death Guard, so I kind of stopped and kind of like, right, okay, what can we do to make this better? And then as I was building it, I noticed with the furnace inside was kind of like empty inside, and I thought, well, if you paint inside it, it's going to be a bit boring, right? So then I was going to magnetize this part, so this comes off, and then so I decided, right, okay, we're going to do something better. So what I've done, cut some holes out inside, cut some holes underneath, and this, if these go to plan, oh, they've got batteries in it as well. Awesome. Everything is awesome. Everything is cool when you work as a team. Yes, mates. Even better. Right. So now all of a sudden, we've got some really cool LED lights. And there was me trying not to spend anything to this month. God damn it. So this, now tell me if I'm an idiot. I'm just like blowing money for Silly little things. So originally what I'd done, I'd gone into doors and I'd nicked my missus. My missus got loads of these, like, just stashed around everywhere. But she uses the double A's. And the double A's just weren't going to fit in there. And I was just like, oh, God. Mike, you know you can pop in there, don't you? And just, he was still, they're still open, serving at the door, my friend. Just pop into the shop and they'll sort you out. Right, so, idea of this is we get that up into, that one's going to come out like so. So then that'll go up in the chimney flume. But the rest of them, oh, please tell me this can be big enough. No, I'm going to have to cut it up even bigger. Okay, so I need to make that much, much bigger in there. Because the idea is I want that to slide up inside there. Just so that sits in there. And I think that'd be really cool. Stu, you're going to have to, once you've done it, mate, post some pictures up on the group. Because that is looking friggin' awesome. Here you go, look. So, with that being in there, I don't know if you can, oh, come on, get in there. So the idea is then you kind of got that furnace going on, but I don't want them. I don't want it so it's like. Oh, I'm gonna have to really think about this. I don't want you to look in there and just see like grey metal in there. I don't want that. So I'm gonna have to really think about it. Make it like all gunky and slimy and. Oh, I've just got another idea. This is getting even better. Right, so that's one thing. What have we got in this one? Welcome to part 2. Batteries. That one wasn't exciting, was it? What we got here? This is where I open up and something inappropriate pops out of the box. So what we got going in the chat? Yeah, dude, you're going to have to share the Orc Disco because that looks absolutely friggin' mental. So I've been having pictures being sent through last couple of weeks of progress on this big thing, this big Orky statue progressing with like massive great speakers, and it looks really cool. Right. So box number 3, what do we got? And it is. It doesn't come with lights, batteries. Oh. Okay, what battery is that then? Just that one? Well, it looks like it's been used and abused. Oh, what is it? Okay, right. So we got ourselves a little UV light. Next one. And this one is, it's the final box. Now, Green Stuff World absolutely charge a fortune for resin, but I found on Amazon some really cool cheap resin, and it's about like a tenner, and it's not too expensive at all. Right, there is loads of stuff popping up. So what we got in here is, let's take that off. Try and not get it in the light. Come on. Right, let's get that in there like so. This stuff is sticky as hell. Right. give that a shake. Let's put my little Nurgle furnace away. And if this is good as I... do I just go balls deep and then just slap it straight on it? Okay. Let's see. So the idea is, let's just try on the bottom. This is meant to be for jewellery making. But I just saw other applications for this and I thought, yeah. So the idea is then you get the little UV light. Just doesn't look that bright. Maybe it is. Maybe it's just me. So the idea is it's meant to cure. Let's see how good this is. Oh no, it's gone hard. Yeah, it's actually gone. That's actually done really well. I don't know if you can see that on camera, but that's actually gone really. That's awesome. So, this is where I absolutely mess it all up. I'm going to just squeeze. And then we want a little bit to... Okay, I've got an idea with this. It's like you don't really... You're looking at the light and it's just like, it's not really working, but it is. To just like pure clean resin. Do you know, I can't, for some reason the conversation is just like stopped. Oh, there we go. It's back up there again. What I'll do, I've got how I'm going to put the tree together. I'm going to do a little video on it and I'll post it up. Yeah, this is meant to be for water effects. So I've seen different companies use, produce it, but it's just so expensive for what they are. And like, I guess what I don't want to do is I'm tight. I don't want to buy it and it doesn't work. And in the past, I've always bought like clear resin, as in like the two epoxies you mix together, and it doesn't really work. It just stinks like hell. So Bugman Z, yeah, the water effects I've brought some before, and it's spilt on the table, and it's just got spilt on the table. It's spilt in the packaging, and it's just gone hard before I've even been able to play with it. But I'm loving that. That is so far. Just make sure that it's cured. Yeah, let's zoom this in because this is cool. Oh man, this is really, really cool. I'm going to put another little bit just there. And then I've already suddenly just thought of like hundreds of different little things I can do with this and make it really, 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 really cool. Okay, now it's going silly again. Let me just turn. So I've just got like the chat box going off, and it's just like It's going absolutely friggin' mental on there. So, what I want to do, if I can get this to work, so I know this is making great. Hopefully you can see what I'm trying to do there. I'm trying to get it to blobs out. Right, so the question is, how well would this work with... I need a test bed. Let's get that. Let's get that in the centre, like so. I want some... I'll do a little green drop of ink. Yeah. Probably might be a bit too much ink. Okay, let's just have a... I'm wondering whether or not... And I think... So I'm just thinking now, right, with this little thing I'm doing at the moment, whether or not I could play around with this, add some like different inks into the actual mix, and make that like awesome slime. Because like, especially around like where he's just splashed on the guts, I'd love that to really stand out. And I reckon... I'll do it. Yeah, man. I'm loving that. That is just absolutely so cool. And what I could do is just do... We could probably just dabble that green resin on there. Let's get my bigger one. I've got a bigger torch. Now this is the proper one. This was meant to be from a 3D printer, but never actually got around to actually sorting it out, which was probably bad. Right, is that dried? Yeah, I think that could work really well. So I've got an idea. Now this is like one of those things. It's like this is either going to work really, really well, or this is going to be bad. If I do that, and then what I'm going to do is, please let this work, please let this work, please let this work. I've got an idea, and if this works, this is going to be so cool. Right, hopefully you can see what I'm about to do. This is going to be the tricky bit. So there's going to be bits here that's not going to cure. God, if this works, this is going to be absolutely freaking awesome. Ideally, you'd like to have some clear, like, maybe like clear sellotape would have probably been better for this. Alright, let's try that. See if I can like really focus it in there. We kind of went a little bit further than I was kind of hoping for, but that's not a problem. And see where you got that, where it's kind of gone a bit funny colour there. I can solve that. It's the same as like when I used to play around with like clear resins. You just basically rub it down and just put like a bit of you can either put a bit more of this on, or you can put a bit of, oh come on, whew. It's meant to be odorless, but it's not. Far from it. Let's see what's going on in the chat. For some reason, on the screen, it's just gone like completely dead. I don't know what's going on in the conversation, so let me just pull.
Playing from Darren's iPhone.
You're not playing from my phone. No, it doesn't take 24 hours to set. So with this, the idea is it's meant to... Hey Jono. So the idea upon this is you use the blue torch, as it's like the UV rays, and that basically cures the resin. So actually it can actually get it hard within no time at all. So this one was originally meant for my 3D printer, but as I said, I never really got into it, never really used it. And I should, because like I'm seeing so many cool stuff being printed out at the moment, and I should really get back into it, but just not really had the chance to. Right, okay, so 2 ways we can do this. We can either put a layer of this. I need a bad brush. So I guess if I put that on there like so. So I'm just taking this out of shot for a second just so I can see where it's going to. So can you see there now where it's now gone? You can now see through it. Let me get that a little bit in. And that's set hard, which is quite cool. But the other thing that's really handy with this, because I've stuck that stone on top of there, that's going to help stick that to the actual model itself, so that's really cool. Again, if I want to be brave, I could do the other side. I'm already thinking that maybe I've gone a bit too far, but so let's just do it. Let's go for it. Oop. What do you guys think? Cool? Or have I just a bit silly? As I say, it's little things that does it for me. Let's just try that, make sure there's nothing else. It's going to be seeping through. Now we're going to do No, that's not sticky enough. Yes, I did, buddy. I did. Really, really, really handy tool. Kind of got something a little bit seeping out there. So there's obviously something in there that's not. Something's not quite right. Let's get that around like so. Which I suppose what I could do. Let's just do this instead. So I'm going to have to go back over and redo the bases on it, but that's not a problem. I think I can deal with that. Thanks, Alistair. I'm going to go back around. The magic of UV resin. I was when I did have my 3D printer, I always looked at the resin and thought, actually, do you know what? There's so many cool things that you could do with that. In fact, there's still some cool projects I'd like to readdress and redo. Let's just get some more. I do know a few people that use this as glue. Don't think I would do it myself, but tell you what, that's really going to hold in the hold the model to the base. I'll tell you that. Just make sure we've got a really good. Yes, I have used stencils. I've also, in the past, I've made my own ones up to make flamers. At some point, I'm going to just do a video on show you how to do flamer, some really, really cool flamer marks on your model. So, like, do you know when you do like the fake flamers and stuff like that? Show you how to do that. Alistair, I don't know if you ever saw my green Storm Raven I've done. I don't have it anymore. It kind of fell apart with the Games Workshop plastic glue. But I used the a homemade stencil to do the eagle on it, and that was just out of like masking tape. But yeah, that it can work. Just got to be patient with it. I don't know if that's quite. The irony of it, all the work that I've done on the base, just gone. Absolutely gone. Right. Do a little bit more, I'm going to stop mucking around with this. It's cool, I've got to admit. It's kind of like really UV the hell out of it. Good job he's not a vampire. No, I haven't been watching any of the none of the No Open, unfortunately. Definitely think they should have had Ace on there though. Could have shown him how to play it. Yeah, the other thing what you could do Alice, is just get decals and just stick the decals on instead. Mind you, thinking about that, that'd still be quite a challenge on its own. I think I might have overdone that base now, but just going to put a little bit more. I think what I should have done is just use some gloss varnish and glossed it instead. God, this stuff stinks. Bum 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 bum. I suppose I don't want to tap it just in case I. No, it's proper. Just go hard quite quickly on there, so it's given him some. That's definitely given him some more weight onto the actual base itself. That clear resin. So the only other thing I need to do is just sort the base out, but that's fine. I can do. I'm not going to do that on today's stream. That'd just be absolutely bonkers. So now I've had my little fix, my little moment of fun. It's been absolutely friggin' awesome. Thank you, Jonas, for liking the stream. An absolute legend, sir. That's what we've got going in on the chat. So 10 people, awesome. Magnifying glass. I'm afraid of my old eyes aren't as good. Yes, I do. So what I've got now, because I'm a blessing and a curse at the same time, I've got obviously glasses on, but what I also got is a pair of these. I don't know if you see those. So there'll be some parts that I really do struggle with, especially like if I'm doing faces and doing eyes. Trying to capture that on camera is difficult. So all I do with these is just stick these onto the glasses, and that really does help. When I'm getting in there for the detail, I can really see what's going on. And so like now, looking at that, magnifying glassed up, I've definitely got so much I'm going to need to sort out afterwards. In fact, what I might have to do is just get a bit of sandpaper and sand it down. But anyhow, this is what it is. But they are. You can get these on Amazon. I don't know if you wear glasses, but if you don't, there are. You can actually buy lamps with the magnifying glass in as well. I think Ace uses that, and that's actually quite a cool tool. As you can see, desk-wise, I don't have the room or the luxury to do that, so I can't really do it, which is a shame. What I will do, I will link somewhere on Facebook. I will link on YouTube. I don't think I can. If you come back to this video tomorrow, the live stream, if I remember, I'll link up the link for these, and I'll also link up something else, because they're actually quite effective and really good. Really, really good. Right, so let's get back to this furnace because I really want to get this done. And now we're in that position, so I'm gonna have to clean. So I've got that resin on there. Probably gonna have to clean that off. Yeah, Amazon. They weren't expensive neither. I think they're like about a tenner, but they're very, 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 very useful. I've had to buy 2 sets of those. The first one had it 5 minutes, and like an idiot, I dropped it on the floor, pushed back on the chair, and run over them, and just absolutely crushed them. And it's kind of like game over, which kind of sucked a bit, but it's one of those things, right? Make mistakes all the time. So let's pull this out a bit. So ideally we need to get it so that goes up into there, and I think I'm going to need to do quite some that is going to be some mega cutting going on. Let's get this where I need it to go. Now I've got 2 options. I can go drill. I actually had a little saw somewhere and I don't know what I've done with it. So the little saw would actually be ideal for this. Just need something just to get in there and just do that little bit. Let's see what I've got. Oh, I've got one here somewhere. And I think popping that... Oh, there you go. That might be a bit too big. All of a sudden now I'm looking at my stuff and thinking, yeah, that's probably a bit extreme for what I want to do. But it's kind of like you do something, you set yourself up, you think, actually, you know what? Gotta follow through. So what we've got? We've got. That's the perfect one. Right, I've got the perfect one there. Plus. Right. Right, I tell you what would everyone like to see being done? Good, Pip. I'm good to hear that. You should be painting. Mind you, got an awesome little deck. You just brought a nice little Death Guard army there, haven't you? It's kind of like I need to take out. God. It's whether or not I can get. Oh no, I can do it. It's not actually much I need to take out neither. So the thought, so the mindset upon this is going to put them up in the pipes as well. Oh, yeah, try not to cut the. Oh, I did as well, you idiot. I cut through the cable. What a tit. Good job I brought more than one set, otherwise I'll be not a happy bunny. Not quite there, just so close. I thought these would look absolutely friggin' awesome on a battle report. Yeah, so at the moment, because we're because of COVID, it's until we can come out of this lockdown bit. I can't really do much for battle reports, and it's kind of killing me. And unfortunately, because Ace's class is in the vulnerable category, he's unable to get down to me at the moment as well, which is a bit of a shame. But yeah, we really need to get some more reports, and I'm itching to play as well at the moment. God, it's like I'm hacking the hell out of this. Right, let's get that. Oh, we're so close. So close. So close, but just not quite there. Come on. Come on, you bugger. Look at that. Perfect. Perfect. So the idea is if we have it, so then that sits, if I have it so it's sat there like so, and if I need to change the batteries out, I can just, no, that's not going to work. Not quite going to work. Why couldn't they have made that a little bit smaller? Just need a little bit more off. Not much, just a little bit. And then once I get this last little bit out, cheers, buddy. Yeah, at the moment we are so close to getting to that 10,000 subs. I think we are 190 off, I'd like to say. So if you're on the stream and you're new, thank you very much for checking us out. But if you haven't already, hit that like and subscribe. It helps us out massive. Alright, does that. Right, just that last little bit just there, and then push. And I could start painting this. Good. Right, so that one I've just completely knackered, as you do, and there's not going to be enough there now to finish that one off, so that was a waste. Good job I brought loads of them, otherwise I won't be a happy bunny. Okay, so the plan is I go make sure this works. Yeah, cool. Right. Let's do this. So with this we kind of got, need to get that up into there like so. And then let's get that. Let's pull that out. Probably going to do this now, and it's going to be like, I'm not going to be happy with it. It's going to be absolutely cack, and be like, shouldn't have wasted my time. Shouldn't have wasted my time. There you are. I thought I then lost the bit that I needed. Is it that one? No. Oh, it might be. I can't remember where that one goes. I think that one goes on there. Was it there? No, it's not that one. I think it's this skinny little thing here. I think it's this one. Yeah, it is this one. That onto there like so, like that. Then I was thinking what we do, if we go kind of really want like 2 in there into that section. And then if I pull that back like so, and if we pull that back up there like that, this is going to be the fun part. I've got to glue this together. Oh shit. So what's everyone working on at the moment? As you see, I've gone Death Guard crazy at the moment. And hopefully, once this is done, this is going to hopefully spur my little brother back onto playing a few games. Alright, let's get that on there like so. So where we got the little light in there, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some cotton wool, and then we'll just mask that off. Or even better still, what I could do now I've got that clear resin, we could do some like smoky effects coming out from there. And I reckon if we put some, yeah, I've got some ideas with that. We can make some like that, the smoke coming through it, like wisps on that. And I think, oh shit. Messed up. I've messed up. Royally messed up there. Let's try that again. Right. Come on, you. Come on, you need to go in the pipe. There you go. Need to probably just sit about there, and then we'll get some more. This is like proper next level planning. 2 seconds, about to have a look into the chat and see what we got going on. And then if I pop that, oh, come on. That's just the thing. I nearly built this up last night without putting the lights in. So what we've got going on? Yeah. So Danica, had that plastic glue from Games Workshop, and it was probably back about when I first started getting back into the hobby. I was into the Grey Knights. I did have a Grey Knight army like way back, but they're all metal, and a lot of the models weren't great anyway. So I went out and brought pretty much a whole tournament, about 2,000-3,000 points worth of Grey Knights. Back in those days, of course, that's not much, but a couple of Storm Ravens, loads of Grey Knight troops, infantry, loads of Terminators. A year later, going to Games Workshop for a tournament. As I'm taking now, bearing in mind between then, the last tournament and that tournament, all I did was paint. When I went to go pick the models up out of the cupboard, out the cabinet to put in my boxes, the whole lot just fell apart, and it was just kind of like, oh. So I don't use Games Workshop glue anymore. I use this stuff. Touch wood. Nothing has fallen apart, but it was a real kick in the teeth. Big kick in the teeth. That's what else we got going on. So, Grey Knights are cool, though you're gonna have to start sending some pictures through though. Little Alan was kind of getting the bug back when I was reading some of the new rules for him. Good. We need to get Paulie back into it. White Scars. See, look, I have got a load of the new bikes. I've got loads of the marine stuff. So at some point, I'm about to redo my lunar walls, because it's kind of like a running joke for the last couple of years. I keep saying, yeah, I'm going to do lunar walls of marines, and never actually get around to it. But once the Death Guard are done, I've got a commission job I'm going to be taking on, and then once I've done the commission job, I'm going to 110% get on with my my lunar walls. If I wasn't so desperate for a bloody new camera and a new Mac, I'd just get straight on with it. But priorities first. Right, if I pull that to there, actually I need that a little bit further in, like so. Yes. What we saying, eh? That is looking awesome. Like a big kid. Of course, that one is not going to be... not really going to get any use out of that one. So what I could do is... ooh, I've got an idea. Do we need to muck around with that? Or should I just leave it? We are going to just, at the moment... thinking is probably one of my biggest problems. Overthinking stuff. Right, what we got? Yeah, loads and loads of people use the glue. When I took it back, there was loads of... I'd already seen like loads of people with the same problem, and it's kind of like, oh, right. Which wasn't great. Okay, so if I leave that there, like so, and then I want... this is where I need my fancy tweezers. Picked these up from Amazon the other day. Look at this, well professional. I feel like Dexter. Instead of I don't have a kill room, I have a painting room. So we're going to go with these ones. Welcome to my murder lab, where I absolutely butcher models. Right, let's get that into there like so, and then we'll go on, you ugly git. Right, so there was another pipe that comes out from the side, and I was thinking about putting a light up there, but I don't think there's going to be enough of them there to do it. I'm glad you said that. I've got a plan. I've got a plan. So with here, I've kind of, what I've done here, I've got this bit will come off. So what I can do is I can just cover up the lights there, spray inside, do what I need to do, and then what I might actually do is might get some like cotton wool or something inside there just to mask off, and I think that should hopefully look really, really cool. Or it's going to look crap, one of the two. We'll figure it out in a bit. Just get that back on. Of course, now I've just done that, and it's just like, you silly monkey. There you go. Right. Salamanders is cool. The cleave, yeah, that's a nice colour scheme on that. Alright, now that will have... See, I did buy 2 of these sets, so I was going to think about kit bashing some of them together to do the into the Kill Team box set and see how they look there. Right, and then the other ones I was thinking about going up. And I kind of need those to go there to there. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to pull that back just a tad. Let's see what I'm going to do. Right. Then, what we're going to do. Hey Rob, how you doing, my friend? Thanks for joining us. Right, so what I'm going to do, with that clear resin, I'm going to pop some in there like so. You stay down, you monkey. Right, here we go. Now, if this works to plan, that clear resin should hold this into place. I'm just hoping. Oh, where's the other bit for that? Just had it a second ago. Right. That on there like so. I think that should, if I've done this right, it's going to work. It's all going to work. It's all going to go to plan. And we'll run that up there like so, like that. Let's get that along there. Okay, right. Oh, no, we want a little bit more down around there, and then okay. I hope this works. Why is it going to be like, well, I brought two of them. Yeah, they do, man. So, yeah, thank you. So far, it's getting there, slowly. So what we got? In my box of tricks, I've got that. I've got... Was there something else I meant to have put onto this before? Stick that bit on. So there's another pipe that's meant to come out from the back. But I don't have enough lights in there to do with that as well. So it's kind of have to be like, that's just going to have to be lightless. I can't, unless I stick another one up in there, but that means then I'm going to have two of these in here, and that's just going to be a nightmare getting them out. And I actually thought, when buying these, I thought that would be too much. I actually thought that was going to be too long. There was going to be too many bits there, but it looks like I'm very, very mistaken. So we've got the fleshy parts, pipe parts. They can go on. They can go on. So I'm just planning out. So these parts we're going to leave off because I can paint those separately. Those bits we can do. Right. Okay. See what I want. And then we need. What do we need? So there should be, there they are. So these are the bits we need next. I don't know about the rest of you, but I'm absolutely itching to get on the tabletop and have a game. Friggin' desperate. even contemplated teaching the missus how to play. Though she was like, nah, not having none of it. There you go, let's get that bit on. Now we'll take this bit. Do you know what, they've actually done a really good job on this kit. It's quite a nice little bit of train, but you definitely see like the real sharp bits in there. Thank you very much. For some reason that didn't pop up on the screen, but it did pop up on YouTube. So thanks very much for liking. Much appreciated. Okay, right, so we've got these bits have got to go on next. Is it those bits first, or I think it might be. Oh no, I think I might have done that around the wrong way. Or is it that bit in there first? Ah, right, yeah, I see. Let's just clean up those bits. Have I got a knife to hand? Got all the tools in the world, sunshine. Right, let's get this bit. And where do we see it? So we just want to clear that last little bit off just here. Do some real rust and really cool rusting effects for this, make it really pop. I thought the worst, if the worst comes to the worst, it will look frigging cool just sat upon my shelf, just like with the lights just blaring through. You know you're going to have to play Mikey first, don't you? Give him a good little run for his money. Rob, that would be really cool, mate. I'd really love to beat your Harlequins again. Probably spoke too soon now. Come up and absolutely whoop me. I think it's that one there, like so. And that one. Let's get this on. Let's get that there, like that. Still a damn bit. Yes, I have. Give me 2 seconds and I'll show you an example of ones I have done. So with the oils, they're cool and they're fun, but the only problem is they stink like hell. And if I can help it, I'll try and paint without them. So this is one I've done. This is probably not a great example, but this is one I've done using oils. With oils, once you've got the gloss varnish on, you can pretty much just dab the oil into the side and it will just like seep into the edges. Once I do the rhinos, I'm going to show another way of doing it where you don't need to go into the oil side, so you can do like all the streaking effects. Now that one I didn't go too mad on like all the scratches and all the other weathering effects. It was more like a test piece for like a course that I was on. But yeah, I've got some really cool things I can show you with that. I might even tempted to even just do those in the oils. Do one up with the oils and do one without. And then just do like a little comparison so you can see like the difference in between them. Right, I need to. So the only problem with with plastic molds, you get that. You just get like one awkward line in there, and if you don't take it out, it just stands out like a sore thumb. If we can catch it now, even better. Right, let's run that around like so. That should go in nicely there, like that. And then that one should. Is it that way? Yeah, it's that way. Okay, right. And this one should go in nicely. And that one, if we pop in, gets on there, you bugger. Okay, right. So we've got that there. That one should then go up like that. Yes. It's actually not a bad little design. As soon as I'm just about to stick this on, I just see like loads of little. To be fair, you probably won't even notice them, but just in case. So with the oil paints, if you're going to paint your miniatures in oils, you can really, you've got a lot longer time for the oils to dry. So you can actually do some really friggin' cool stuff with it, with like the blending. Many years ago when I was getting back into the hobby and I was looking at different painting styles and different painting methods, and there was a guy up on YouTube where he just painted like power weapons in oils, and because like you had a longer wait time, you had a longer time for the paint to actually dry itself. Some of the blending techniques he was doing on it was just absolutely out of this world, you know, just absolutely phenomenal. And I nearly did at one point think about going down that route and just like paint with oils. But it was then the factor that sold me. I went to a tournament in Warhammer World, and I met this guy who'd done a Necron army, and he just painted it using an airbrush, and he used a Solitar 2020. I thought, you know what, that is friggin' awesome. And he said he'd done everything, eyes, the works, just with his Solitar 2020. So I went home, brought myself a Solitaire 2020. I was not good enough at the beginning. You know, very new to the airbrushing side. I absolutely just caned my first needle, my first two needles. Just absolutely wrecked it. And it was an expensive hobby because each one of those was like 40 quid a piece. And it's just like, oh, that's crazy. Sammy, thank you very much for joining me, my friend. So today we've done a little bit of a hobby update that you missed, but just working upon these furnaces, sticking these together, but not any old furnaces. No, we're putting LED lights in them. So when I'm hoping there's enough. I'm hoping and praying there's enough LED lights there in that main furnace, because there isn't, and that's the whole. The whole objective was just to do that one furnace that's there. And if there isn't, I'm going to be gutted. I don't know, I think I'll be alright. No. I don't think we've got enough. Yeah, that's a shame. What I might have to do is just do... I might have to stick those LED lights towards the front. kind of like what I need to do, really. I'm not going to do this now, but after painting them, what I'll do is I do the water effects, and I do the water effects in front, and I stick those to the water effects, and that should give that glowing effect behind. Hopefully. And I think that would be so cool, but I was kind of hoping for a couple more LED lights, and I just don't have enough. Maybe what I should have done is only done one LED there and not two. Yeah, because ideally what I wanted to do is have LED light coming out of that furnace pipe, LED light coming out of that furnace pipe, or maybe what I should have done is stuck the LED light a little bit further down in the actual tube itself, and then just hoped and prayed that once doing the water effects it would actually look quite cool. And of course we've got an LED light just stuck at the back there, so you can just see the burning effects going on at the back, and I've just left a little bit, so just got a little bit there just so I can stick through. Nope. I'm hoping, I'm praying that, as I said, look, the worst comes to worst, it will just look cool on the shelf with LED lights on it. Otherwise I've just wasted 15 quid, but never mind. Worst comes to worst, I can stick that up into there like that, and I could just stick another one in there, and then just have two of them. That might not actually be a bad idea. So I can get that in and out. I could, in theory... Oh, could I do this? But then I'm not going to get that out. Yeah, I could do it. But I'm not going to get that out, and that'll be... And that's going to be this. That's going to be the deal breaker. Yeah, don't fall for the trap, man. Don't fall for the trap. I'm just about to fall for that trap where I stick it in and I'm not going to be able to get it out. No worries. No worries. So we're not going to worry about covering that off. Well, we are, but we're not going to. I don't want nothing getting into that part. So we're going to go that into there just to protect anything we're doing there. We're going to. It's a shame I couldn't get an LED light up on that bit there, because that would have been really cool. Or do I just stick two of them in there? So this is the thing, if I stick two of them in there, I could get it out, but it's going to be a lot of faffing around to do it. Yeah, the dog's good, my friend. The dog's good. We had a little bit of a scare where he was on death's door, but he's better. Yeah, it would. Yeah, 100% look better with a bigger LED light. The only problem is, as soon as we start going into the realms of the bigger LED lights, is I don't have a bigger LED light, or I do, but it's just getting the right battery size to do it, and it's just like trying to house the batteries into it. I've got an idea, and I think this will work. It just means that I can't have an LED light in this bit. I'm just going to have to be like, you got one. You got one, just be happy with like all the other pipes working apart from this one. And if I ever venture this in the future, and once I've got some money back in the pot, I'll look to see if there's some longer LED lights and just redo it. But the main thing is, all this terrain is more for the club. Not that I'll be sticking LED lights on there every time we play a game, but when we have tournaments, for instance, it'd be really cool. It'd be really cool to have it up on the tournament. I think I've done this wrong. No, you've done it right. Done it right. Don't panic, man. Don't panic. So, I need... See, that's the other one. Yeah, so look, they're all just like crying out, LED lights, LED lights. I just do like black smoke coming out of that one and then just like glows out of that one. I think that'd be fine. Good to hear, Rob. Good to hear. Yeah, look, for the next one, it'll be... At least I'll have one done. What I'm going to do is I'm going to build the two that I've got, do them the way I'm going to do them. And then I'll get a third one, because I think these will look... Because what I want to do, once I've got the commission job done, once I've got the Lunar Walls done, once I've got the Death Guard done, and that's going to be sooner than you think, I'm going to start each one of my battle mats for the tournaments. I'm going to customise each mat to have its own terrain, its own feature. So I want scenery to go with specifically that board. So we just got a gaming mat from our buddy James, who does jwgaming.co.uk, and he's got loads of cool battle mats on there. But with he's given us one to give away for our tournament, our 10k giveaway. But what I've also got is another one off him, and I'm going to build terrain specifically for that map. And I've kind of gotten some ideas what I want to do with it. But there's an awesome green one he's got. But ideally, I think the Death Guard one would be really cool if you had kind of like an overgrown, like plague world, lots of growth, lots of like dead plants and maggots and stuff like that coming out everywhere. And I could just like imagine like a little miniature factory going on with these just like kind of sat in there. But you kind of like need like in the middle some form of, I don't know, I guess a little factory going on where they're mass building like chemical warfare against their foe. God, you can only imagine what stuff's, you know, brewing away in this stuff. Something that's just going to be like literally just going to devastate and rip apart flesh on contact, or maybe this is stuff that just like brings the dead back to life or something. Yeah, that'd be cool. If I pop that there. Okay, Bugman. So, at the moment, obviously, we've got... I need to just block off some of the bits inside, just to make sure that we don't get any paint on it. Here, we can just pull that one out at the moment. So pull that one out, just protect there. And then here we need something in there just to protect that. let's go with... Let's bang that down there. There you go. If I poke that down like so, that'll stop the paint. That'll stop the paint getting into that one. Fair one. Bit extreme there, Rob. See, me, Death Guard, were always like... I don't know if you've ever seen like Return of the Living Dead, but like the you got the George Romero one, but I like the idea of the Brain Eaters out of like the sitcom one they done afterwards. It was meant to be like originally like a parody of like George Romero stuff, but like with those ones, once you kill them, they don't die; they just keep getting back up, and you just can't stop them. You can't put them down. You can hack their heads off, you can hack limbs off, and these buggers just keep coming at you over and over and over again. And that's kind of what I can imagine, like the Death Guard zombies being like. You know, forever just like keep getting up. But I know like you got the demons, and you know, demons can only be killed really by swords, and but I can imagine, or should I say I've got a vivid imagination. Alright, let's get this on the go. Well, I didn't think I was going to be finished this off live stream today. Let's get that. That. And next month I'm going to keep saving all the sprues. And then next month I'm going to buy some of that stuff to melt the sprues down and start using that. Okay, then we've got the... Yeah, see that? We've got all the... See, we've got like the slimy bits on here. Now we've got that clear resin. I'm just going to cut those off. Because we could do then like the clear slime with the resin effects, and I just think they're going to look so much better. Yeah, they'll look so much better. I'll tell you what, whatever doesn't actually get used, there's going to be some really, really cool materials here. See, for me, commission-wise, I'm not really a commission painter. Because I've got so much stuff I've got to do within the channel, I don't normally have time to do it, but the channel itself, I need... So like doing the battle reports, I don't know if you saw any of the battle reports we've done probably just at the beginning of the first lockdown. I started putting some things into play where I have like special effects coming on. I had this bit of tracking software for the Mac that I brought, and the idea was when something took a wound, I could then put a tracker next to a unit, so as the camera pans across, it told you like how many wounds it had on that model, and I thought that would be really, really cool. But the iMac that I've got, now bearing in mind I only bought this 2019 and it did cost me like nearly £2,000 for it, thinking I had the right damn thing for it. It can't handle what I'm trying to get to do. The process is just not powerful for it. Now I've got a brand new graphics, I've got, you know, a really good graphics card for it. I've got more than enough RAM to run the software. It's just the only other thing now is just the processor is the only thing that's lagging it down. So I need to raise nearly 10 grand for the Apple Mac Pro that I need to run this properly. And like what the Mac that I want to get is, it's going to be overkill on the actual thing I want to do, but it's more to like future proof it. If there's any other software that comes out and it kind of needs that little bit extra power, the Mac will be able to handle it. And then the other thing I need to get at some point is, at the moment I'm running some Sony cameras which are about £1,000. I need to get the next. I want to get the next camcorder up from that. So not the ones like you see like in studios where they record films and stuff like that, because I think we just don't have the ability to do that. But if I can get the one, one little bit lower down where it has more of a colour range, it picks up more in depth in the dark, just a better quality picture, that for us will be gold dust in the studio. And that's more for like when I'm recording like the things like this, like the painting guides. If I've got that coming down, it will capture more of the colour range that I'm actually using on the table itself. Because I've noticed that when I've done painting videos, the camera at the moment, it doesn't always capture exactly what's on the tabletop. And I think this is probably going to be the same for a lot of painters out there, that what you see on the actual table and actually what you actually get on the camera is totally different. And sometimes I'll have it on the models I paint, and it'll be like, yeah, this looks absolutely friggin' awesome, well impressed with it. And then look on my laptop where I've got the thing on it, and like, oh really? Huh, okay, that looks absolutely crap. I'm gutted, I'm disappointed, and it's just like nothing you can do about it. It's just, but you just got to work with what you got, right? So that's what I'm trying to aim for. So commission, what I'm trying to say is, so I'm not going to beg people for money, because that's not what I'm about. I like to earn my money. So I'm just going to, I've put myself out there now for commission painting. So I've had when I posted up my first pictures of the Death Guard, the 2 models I've done a couple of weeks ago, and the painting video I put up on Monday, I forgot that. I got a message dropped through saying, look, we've got which you've actually done a better job on a pro painted army that I've just had done. Would you mind painting up a commission for me on that? So it's kind of like, okay, yeah. So yeah, that's what I'm planning on doing. Yes, I've seen his stuff. It looks absolutely friggin' awesome. Well impressed with it. Yeah, it's actually like £9,600. Like, you could buy a car for that money, and it's like it's silly money. Like, you can, because I did look upon using the Adobe software for video editing. So like, you could build a PC for like £3,000 with probably a better spec than what the Mac Pro is. But the problem is, I've tried the software, and the software is not as easy to use. It's not as user friendly than what Final Cut Pro is. And I've really got into the Final Cut Pro, and I'm finding it very difficult to switch back to the other software, and that's where I'm at. So yeah, and anything I can do to get up to it, and like, I've said this before, like, but me and Ace, we always try to do what we, the best we possibly can for like the battle reports, painting guides, and we really do, want to push the boundaries and get the best best possible content we possibly can. And again, with tournaments not being on at the moment, that doesn't really help us. But look, it is what it is. It is what it is. I've got to think myself lucky, I do have a day job, so it's not like a couple of my mates have just completely got nothing coming at the moment, and they're just relying upon what they can get off the social, benefits and that, and they're really struggling on it at the moment. So I can only think myself lucky on that side. I've got my health, and I know so many poor unfortunate souls have not from the back of this. So at the end of the day, I feel blessed. Let's put it that way. So me with my third world problems, trying to save up for a better computer is nothing compared to someone that's trying to save up to feed their kids, right? We'll get there. A little bit of hard work doesn't hurt anyone. Yeah, it would buy an absolute friggin' awesome car. Now I'm not going to tell the missus how much it's gonna cost. I'm not suicidal. I don't want to quite lose my limbs and my appendages just yet. But she will go absolutely friggin'. She would not be impressed if I told her that I want to spend what would be a really fantastic holiday. There you go, we've got the ace jokes. But yeah, it just one of those things. We will get there. We will get there. But as I say, get that commission done and get my next project done, and then maybe sell a couple of armies just to get where we need to get. That doesn't look right. That really doesn't look right at all. Okay, right. Yeah. Yeah. Lots and lots of dishes for the next couple of things. As soon as you said dishes, I kind of thought you knew what I did for my day job. I was thinking, oh, someone at my work on live stream here. Better not say nothing bad about the company. Right, let's get that in there like so. That's actually like quite fiddly. And that should and that's meant to slide in like, how is that sliding in there like that? That is like, really? Have I like used the wrong one or something? No, it's got to be the right one. No, okay, right. Well, that's in there, and that's not coming out now. Kind of like made that little bit of a schoolboy error. That's fine. No dramas, no dramas. A little bit of gappage there, but I can sort something out with that. That's not a problem. Okay, right. Stop trying to put my big old fingers everywhere. That's actually quite sticky to get in there. Yeah, look, as long as you're careful with COVID, you should be alright. Like, you know, if you're going to take a commission job in, I would probably just keep hold of it, just like in the box for 72 hours before you open it up. And you should be fine. Yeah, look, buying flowers and dishes, that used to work, but that doesn't work anymore in our house. If I buy stuff like that, she knows there's something up, and yeah, that just raises other questions. So trick is, don't buy flowers. What we're going to do, we're going to cut these bits off. And we're going to make that slime look even better. Why paint slime on when we can actually have the real stuff itself, eh? Right. And then that should... Now I was actually going to do these separate, but I'm actually going to put these in. I'm going to paint these up afterwards. Now the only reason why I'm not painting these separate is because I want to make sure that glue holds, because this is going to be tournament terrain, and because there's going to be stuff that's going to be picked up and chucked in boxes, and I wouldn't say people won't have love for it, but it's got to be robust. And because of the glue we're using, what we don't want to do is stick it on with super glue, because then that's 100% going to fall off. As soon as the first person chucks it in the box, that's it, game over. So then we've got more pipes than that down there as well. Interesting. Interesting indeed. So that goes into... God, there's so many little... What the hell are they making in this bloody furnace? It's like proper living pipes and everything. Okay, let's cut those off because we're not going to use them, because we're going to make it 10 times better. That's what it's all about. Rob, you've got to be itching for tournaments, right? Get back in the old competitive scene. Mate, I wish my missus loved flowers, and that'd be it. That'd be a game changer. I would try to remember that. I'd try to start buying flowers on a random basis. But the thing is, she'll be like, "Well, you've done something wrong," and I'll be like, "No, I'm just buying you flowers because I'm nice like that. I'm being kind." And she's like, "No, you've done something wrong. What you done?" I'm like, but if you can get a way of doing that, then you're grand, man. Someone needs to do a YouTube channel just around on how to please the missus. I don't mean like in the naughty way, but how to get her off your back. But you got to have the right information though. That'd be like gold dust. You have loads of people flocking to the channel. How to please your missus. But you might have the wrong type as well, and you don't want that. Let's cut that off, cut that off. Yeah, we're going to have to make this like some real green goo. Oh man. Yes, this is going to look good. It's going to look good, mate. Where's that going to? Not there. Not there. I thought that would have gone on there, but obviously not. Oh, it's there. Mate, it's proper going for it, isn't it? Yeah, 100%. But look, that's just the way it goes, right? It's like, it doesn't matter what you do, you're always going to get yourself... Try not to lose that. Even if you haven't done nothing wrong and you buy flowers, you've done something wrong. Yeah, that's actually looking alright. This is actually a freaking cool, really cool model. Is it me or is anyone else thinking that the Games Workshop models are just like, the quality is just like tenfold now? So much better. There you go. Like even something simple as like, it's little things that do it right. But like even those little dots in there, just to, you know, to put that so you know you've got the right thing in the right place. Give them some proper cred. Absolutely come on leaps and bounds. I didn't know he was into fishing, Pip. No, I don't know how you have time to do it. Just seems like at the moment all I'm doing is just like build and paint, build and paint, build and paint. I just really can't wait for them to bloody open everything up so we can just get back to normal. Get some tournaments back on the go. I think for me it's more about see how the orcs play, you know, in ninth, because at the moment the only person I can really play is well, can't play anyone at the moment, but you know, while at the beginning of the lockdown it was really just Mikey and Ace, so I kind of got to understand how the orcs work with them, but you don't really know until you get on the tournament front and, you know, and see how they actually fare with different armies, different people. Because like when you play people, you kind of get their, start understanding their play style and the way they play. And it's only when you really start going to tournaments you actually realise, or even down like your local gaming club. But I suppose even down at the local gaming club, you kind of get to know who you're playing and how they play, whether they're really aggressive or whether they're that player that just like hides dice. But I think the beautiful thing with like tournaments, you don't know who you're playing, so you don't know how they're going to react. And I suppose for me, I really want to get back into that tournament scene just so I can see exactly how my orcs are faring now in this edition. And it really does suck. But this is why I'm just like super jealous of like people over in the States at the moment and pretty much everywhere else in the world, but games are still going on. I look at it and think, oh man, I wish we could get some games in. It kind of sucks. Oh mate, you are lucky, mate. If I live like 200, my ideal house would be next to the canal, next to the river, just so I can then have like my rod set up, fishing, and then just do some like hobby at the same time. Boom, everything's sorted. I used to have like a little blow up, a little blow up boat with an outboard motor on it, and that used to be really cool. Just take that down to the river. Down to the River Thames, and then just do some awesome fishing off there. Oh, look at that. Good job I spotted that. How many people on here play Xbox? Yeah, see, I have given fly fishing a go in the past, um, and it is I do like fly fishing, but I was never good at it. Well, you see, like at the moment, I think orcs are doing really good in ninth. I know, obviously, everyone's saying about like the blast, blast weapons doing X amount of damage on people, and yeah, okay, depending on how you play your orcs, you are. I like to go boy heavy, so I am giving away easy points in like either kill more or buy units, and it's for me, it's like you kind of got to commit into it to make sure you pull it off. So I get that. That's cool. But it's not. I don't think it's that. I don't think they're that bad as what people make them out to be. But like you get the crybabies, right? They're just gonna whinge about anything and everything. Um. Listen, I get your pain there. Trust me, I get your pain. Mine's just on 40k. The plastic crack. It's like the proper addiction. I used to have a mate that said to me, he goes, was talking about his kids growing up to be drug addicts, be addicted to various different things. I said, mate, get him onto Warhammer. Guys, you'll never have to worry about him being on drugs. And he goes, why? And I said, because you'll never be able to bloody afford them. It's so bloody true. Do I get my rock? Do I get a hit, my little hit, or do I get a new Land Raider cruise? Yeah, we'll get the Land Raider. Yeah, it's done. It's done. Now the question is, do I want to start putting all these silly bells up everywhere? Or do I save them for a future project? Oh, yeah, make these into earrings. Give them the missus for a Christmas present. But they're actually really cool. I might actually save these for a future project. Not only that, if I stick these on these models, bearing in mind what I've already said about these are going to be down the local game club, they're just going to break. People are just going to absolutely just like, not purposely, but they're going to get broken. It's just kind of like, do I really want to go put myself through that? And the answer is no. We don't. So, there's... where's my skull? It's over there. We'll keep that. I'll tell you what I have got. I've got myself 200 32mm bases. I've got to go through and rebase all my damn bloody orc boys, and it kind of sucks. It really does suck. Brush Wookie, I totally agree with you on that. Mate, I'm already addicted to glue. If it isn't glue, it's other bits in the actual hobby. Right, I'm going to be back in 2 seconds. I need to visit the little man's room. Oh, I'm back. Be right back. Oh. Come on, Slipper. And like magic, I'm back. And we didn't lose anyone. Thank you for all sticking in there. What have I missed? Mate, I have. How many have I got? Don't think I've got 200. I think I've about got 150 of them that I need to rebase on the Orc boys, and I've got 30 Storm boys I need to do. I've got 30 looters I need to do. Yeah, it's just so much, but we'll get there. And make sure. Okay, we need to just make sure that's all protected over there for the next bit. Shouldn't be able to see no lights. Yes, mad. And then we can proper really weather this up. Now, what I'm thinking, I'm just looking at this and going, oh god, I've missed that, There's all that there. Got an idea. Now I've got this clear resin, got me an idea. Maybe a tinking boss. Right. Old paintbrush. Let's just dab that. And if that works, just got myself a nice little filler. So I just want to pop that down there like so. So basically I'm using that resin, that clear resin as a filler. I'm hoping I just fill in the gaps nice and easy, otherwise I just can't be trying to push green stuff in there. It's just absolutely going to kill. And then we're going to put a little bit. I don't want to lose the detail there, so we're going to pull that back up. Hasn't quite done what I wanted it to do, but I think actually the proof is going to be when I actually spray the put the primer on it. Mate, those land speeders look friggin' awesome. I want those land speeders. Sure, I could probably make that. Something just pinged up on the screen there. Luke, thank you very much for subscribing. Absolute legend, sir. It's like pinged up and I was like, oh, what's going on? What's going on? If you're on the live stream, mate, thank you very much. Come join the conversation. And I'm hoping this is going to fill in those pesky little bits. Of course, especially where you got down like there. Let's get that in there as well. Make the Dark Angels look absolutely friggin' awesome. So I'm just dabbling that on, just to give it that same texture as the rest. I said it's either going to be really, really cool or really stupid. Thing is, you're going to have all these Dark Angel players just coming out of the woodwork. Yeah, I was always a Dark Angel fan. And I'm like, nope. It was chaos. That's my first army, the Fallen. But I went with like green and like pinky heads. It's only because I thought Cypher was absolutely friggin' awesome model back then. Back in the metal days. I think I've still got him somewhere. Just think, did I actually paint him up? Probably. Yay, Varric's a jammy old turd. He's got the X's early. Makes me jealous. To be fair, he does actually do some good reviews. Oh, just seen some more bits there. Let's just get that there. Let's get that there as well. A little bit more. One day we'll get the codexes early. That'd be cool to talk about them. I'll tell you what, the only thing that's worrying me at the moment is where they're nerfing a lot of these armies and like putting restrictions in. I really hope they don't nerf the orcs, or they don't nerf them the fact that they will become hard to play, if that makes sense. Because that will absolutely suck. Mind you, I don't think they will. I think they'll just like put some things in place that will make them maybe just one war boss or something. Because in a way that would kind of work, fluff-wise. Let's get that around there like so. Look, it's like every man and his dog are doing reviews at the moment. We're just not one of them. One day. Fingers crossed. It'd be really, really damn cool. I think. Just need a little bit more texture in that. Boom, boom, boom. Right, let's clean this off before the brush becomes unusable again. So I'm just using iProfil, whatever it's called, the alcohol solution. So I know when I had the 3D printer, when you've printed the model, you pretty much use this stuff to clean the model before you put it in the vat to clean it up. Yeah, this works all right. Nice. Where's the other torch? Do you know when you put something down? There it is. I was going to say, you know when you put something down, you feel like, yeah, I've got it here somewhere. Not as bright as the other one, but it'll be fine. So the question is, will Grey Knights get Primaris? I think they should. And I think they'll be friggin' awesome as Primaris as well. Snip that off. Pip, you got Grey Knights? I can't remember. I know you got Space Wolves. And I knew you was thinking about joining into the Tau Empire at one point. So I think Grey Knights are freaking awesome. I love them. From the lore point of view, anything is possible. So what colour are you dyeing your hair? Pink by any chance? Alright, I think we are. It's kind of like a little bit. I was going to hope to paint that up, but that's it's a little bit sticky there, so... The thing is, now you said you're dyeing your hair pink, you have to say what it's for. What charity are you raising it for? No, fair enough, mate. See you later on, Pippi. I think that is... I think that side's done. I think it's just this side. For some reason it's just not. Of course, Pip can join the team chat. The thing is, Rob, he's not really a tournament player. I will add him in. I will add him in there a little bit later on, Rob. Right. As in, making my own dice out of clear resin, or getting someone custom to make them for us. Is that any better? Let's have a little listen. Is that any better, or is it still any better? No, yeah. Look, hopefully the sound picks up. Otherwise, it's not going to be good. No, okay. Right, this is where I'm going to call it a night from the stream. So if you stand still, hear me. I will leave you guys and girls in peace, and hopefully I'll catch you next week. I'll post up on the thing when I'm going to be live streaming the game. Unfortunately, I can't do it every Sunday because unfortunately I do have work commitments, but I'm going to try to do most Sundays.